All right, so now we're getting into the good stuff. The first real power tool of the day, which is surface texturing. PreForm lets you apply textures directly to the surface of your model right in the slicer. No going back to CAD or no modifying geometry. You just open the texture tool, pick the texture that you want to use, and then you really only have two things you need to adjust: the size of that texture and its depth. There are two main benefits to texturing. The first one's a bit more obvious. It's that you can get more polished and aesthetic finishes to get these really professional looking parts. But the second one is that you can actually get some function out of it by creating grippy surfaces for something like an anti-slip feature, or you can even create some ergonomic contact areas. You might not always want the whole part textured though. So another useful part of this feature is that you can apply textures to specific faces of your model. There is a little bit of setup required on the CAD side first, so let's hop back into SolidWorks real quick. In order for PreForm to recognize which face we want to add texture to, all we have to do is color that face in SolidWorks by applying an appearance. And in SolidWorks, faces are naturally divided by edges, so if your geometry is well defined by those edges, you can go straight to coloring things in. But the outside of my plant pot is smooth and it's a continuous face, so I need to break that up first if I want to add different textures. The way that I went about it was drawing another spline, just sticking with that artistic kind of undefined approach. Then I used a linear pattern to repeat that spline up through the height of the plant pot. That spline exists on a 2D plane, but you can use the split line command in SolidWorks to project the sketch onto the surface of the pot, and that divides it up into separate faces. So from there, I could color each face independently. One more important note before going back to PreForm: face texturing requires a step or an OBJ file type, and when you save the file, you need to open your save options and enable export appearances. It's easy to miss, so worth calling out here. But now back in PreForm. It recognizes the separate faces, so I can select each face and apply the different textures, sizes, and depths to each one of those. I added a few of the stock textures, and then I had an idea. PreForm also supports fully custom textures, so you just upload an image file and that gets mapped to the surface. The practical use case here is duplicating some existing textures. So for example, I took a picture of the dashboard texture in my car, and the printed texture was surprisingly close. But you can also get a little creative with it. At this point, I decided the plant pot was going to my wife, so I uploaded a picture of our dog for a nice personal touch. From there, I finalized the textures, and it was finally time to move on to the next step.